Let me ask you something. What if I told you that almost every trader alive right now, professional or retail, is using a theory that's over 130 years old? And what if I told you that most of them are using it completely wrong? I'm not talking about some obscure academic framework. I'm talking about Dow theory, the grandfather of all technical analysis, the thing that every charting method you've ever learned, whether it's moving averages, trend lines, RSI, is built on top of. And here's the brutal truth. If you don't understand what Charles Dow actually said, you are trading on a misquote. Stick around, because by the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how Dow theory is supposed to work, where traders mess it up, and how getting this right can fundamentally change the way you read any market. So let's go back. It's 1884. A guy named Charles Dow, as in the Dow Jones, starts publishing something called the Customer's Afternoon Letter. No fancy software, no Bloomberg terminal, just a guy watching the market every day, writing observations in a newspaper column. He never actually wrote a book called Dow Theory. That name came later, after his death, when other analysts compiled his Wall Street Journal editorials into a framework. And that right there, that gap between what Dow actually wrote and what got passed down, is exactly where the confusion starts. Over time, Dow theory got distilled down to bullet points, to checklists, to simple rules like the trend is your friend. But those bullet points stripped out all the nuance. And nuance, in trading, is everything. So what did Dow actually say? Let me break it down, the real version. Dow theory has 6 core tenets. 6. Most people only know 2 of them. And even those 2 they get partially wrong. Let's go through all 6. Tenet 1. The market discounts everything. This means that at any given moment, the market price already reflects every piece of known information, earnings, economic data, geopolitical events, insider expectations, everything. This isn't a license to ignore fundamentals. It's a statement that the price is the fundamentals, processed in real time by millions of participants. If you're waiting for the news to trade, you're already late. Tenet 2. The market has 3 trends. And here's where people start getting sloppy. Most traders think of trends as either up or down. But Dow described 3 distinct time frames. The primary trend, lasting months to years. The secondary trend, a correction or rally within the primary, lasting weeks to months. And the minor trend, daily fluctuations, essentially noise. The mistake? Traders look at a 3-day move and call it a trend change. No, that's a minor fluctuation. It's noise. You need context, and context takes time. Tenet 3. Primary trends have 3 phases. In a bull market, accumulation, public participation, and excess. In a bear market, distribution, panic, and despair. Smart money moves in the accumulation phase, quietly, under the radar, before the public even knows what's happening. By the time everyone's talking about a stock on social media, you're likely in the excess phase. That's not when you buy. That's when you think very carefully about the exit. Tenet 4. The indices must confirm each other. This is probably the most misunderstood tenet of all. In Dow's time, he compared the Dow Jones Industrial Average with the Dow Jones Transportation Average. His logic? If the economy is truly growing, manufacturers are making goods, and those goods are being shipped. If industrials are hitting highs, but transports are falling, something is broken. One of them is lying. Today, traders apply this to other pairs, large caps and small caps, equities and credit markets. The principle is the same. Confirmation requires alignment. Divergence is a warning. Tenet 5. Volume must confirm the trend. Volume should increase in the direction of the primary trend and decrease against it. A market going up on low volume? Be skeptical. A market dropping on massive volume? That's conviction, and not the kind you want to fight. Volume is the lie detector of price action. Price can fake moves. Volume rarely lies. Tenet 6. A trend remains in effect until it gives a definitive reversal signal. This sounds obvious. It isn't. Because what Dow meant by definitive was specific, a meaningful break of support or resistance. Confirmed by volume. Confirmed by the secondary index. Not a bad day. Not a scary headline. A definitive signal. The number of traders who exit winning positions because of noise, because of a 3% pullback in a bull market, is staggering. Dow said, respect the trend until it's actually, provably over. And even then, Wait for confirmation. Okay, so now let's talk about the actual mistakes. The things that 95% of traders do that turn a sophisticated framework into a coin flip. Mistake number 1. They only use one index. They look at the S&P 500 and call it a day. They skip the confirmation step entirely. You want to know why so many traders got steamrolled in late 2021? The credit markets were screaming. High-yield spreads were widening. The transports were rolling over. But equities kept going up, and traders kept buying because they weren't looking at the full picture. Mistake number 2. They confuse secondary trends with primary trend reversals. A 10 or 15% correction inside a bull market is normal. Healthy, even. It's the secondary trend doing its job, shaking out weak hands. Resetting sentiment. Dow called this expected. But traders panic, call the top, exit their positions, and watch the market grind higher for another 2 years without them. Mistake number 3. They ignore volume. This one is almost universal in the retail space. Everybody watches price. Almost nobody watches volume with the same discipline. A breakout on declining volume is a trap. A support hold on massive volume is a signal. If you're charting without volume, you are flying blind. Mistake number 4, and this is the big one. They use Dow Theory as a prediction tool instead of a confirmation tool. Dow never said you could predict the market. He said you could identify the trend that already exists. There's a massive difference between those two things. Prediction requires being early. Confirmation requires being right. Dow was in the business of being right, not early. So what does it actually look like to apply Dow Theory correctly in a modern context? First, pick 2 correlated markets and track them together. Equities and credit. Large caps and small caps. Whatever makes sense for your thesis. Make cross-market confirmation a non-negotiable part of your process. Second, categorize every move before you react to it. Is this a minor fluctuation? A secondary correction? Or is something actually changing at the primary trend level? Give yourself a framework before emotions kick in. Because when you're down 5%, emotions will absolutely kick in. Third, demand volume confirmation before you act on any breakout or breakdown. No volume, no trade. That's a rule worth keeping. Fourth, and maybe most importantly, get comfortable with being late. I know that sounds counterintuitive. Everything in trading culture tells you to get in early, catch the move at the start. But Dow Theory is about identifying trends that are already underway and riding them with confidence. Missing the first 10% is the price of confirmation. But avoiding the 50% loss from chasing a false breakout, that math works out just fine. Here's the thing about Charles Dow that gets lost in all the textbook summaries. He wasn't trying to get rich quick. He was a journalist, an observer. He sat and watched the market the way a scientist watches an experiment. Patiently, systematically, looking for what the market itself was telling him. And he concluded that markets have a logic. Not a predictable logic, but a logic. And that logic, if you learn to read it honestly, will tell you more than any indicator, any algorithm, any hot take on financial Twitter ever will. So here's where I want to leave you. Dow Theory is not magic. It's not a holy grail. Nothing in trading is. But it is a foundation, a way of thinking about market structure that, if you actually understand all 6 tenets, not just the highlight reel, will make you a sharper, more patient, more disciplined trader. The traders who get this right are not the ones who find the next clever indicator. They're the ones who go back to the original source, strip away the oversimplifications, and ask, what was this guy actually trying to say? That's the edge, not some secret formula. Just doing the homework that everyone else is too impatient to do. If this video helped you think about the market differently, hit that like button. It genuinely helps the channel. And if you want to go deeper, subscribe. Because next week we're going to look at how Dow Theory applies specifically to crypto markets, and whether the confirmation framework even holds up when you've got assets that don't have a transport index equivalent. That one's going to be interesting. I'll see you then.